Now it's ended out.
Hey, Kevin.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the net starting five. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward position.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Irving kicks to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD passes to Irving. A three-pointer is right on target. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Harris kicks to Irving. Pass to Harden. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Simmons score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Here's the break. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
To the inside. And KD the bucket on the assist from Harden.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Simmons against Irving. 11 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good. Brooklyn trailing. It's Harden with the drive. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Simmons looking around to the middle. Embiid.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Irving passes to Jordan. Embiid with the steal. Curry from deep three-point land. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside, KD. To the inside. Here's Jordan. Nifty move. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Curry with a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, like it runs in the family, Seth Curry building a career on his aptitude from distance. And boy, oh boy, can he do some damage.
Now here's Irving. Wide open look. Jump shot is good that time. Irving's got 5.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Simmons dishes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Harden the pass to Harris. Dishes it to KD. Curry against Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harden. And three from Jordan. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to fix.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Landry Shamet is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 slot. Now here's Milton. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And Howard with this stuff.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the free throw, no good. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. Nets trail by 8, and Brooklyn with another turnover here.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Three-pointer by Embiid. That shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Green, the pass to Brown. Green deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Brown. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Shamet. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now, here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Embiid. Howard trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Embiid. Embiid's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
The pass to Maxey. The dish to Embiid. This one for 3. And the 76ers get it back. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Nets passing it around. Back to Green. Pass to Luwawu. Brown feeling it out a bit. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Brown. A 3-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 10. He passes to Korkmaz, and it's good for 2. Korkmaz has got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Here's Maxey following the bucket by the Nets. Howard kicks to Milton. Pass to Korkmaz. And here's Maxey. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Joel Embiid, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Now here's Milton. He dishes it to Howard. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. And that one's good, Shemet.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
The 76ers again can't hit it. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 6-point game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Durant the pass to Brown. Captain coming off the assist from KD. KD's got 3 assists in the game.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Thybulle, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Brooklyn. The 76ers have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier. So he gets them both. 6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Harris passes to Green. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, and Tobias...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 10.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
It's Harden with the drive. Good D by Embiid.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Here is Durant after Ben Simmons' bucket. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Simmons inside. Covered by Irving. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, Teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Curry gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Seth Curry, when he shoots the basketball, picture-perfect release, that is so pretty.
Here's Irving, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving was really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Now here's Jordan. In the corner, Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Back to Korkmaz. Embiid with it. He's picked up by KD. Korkmaz, no good. Nets trail by 10. KD's shot is off. Embiid against Harris. Back to Embiid. Over Harris. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Durant dishes to Irving. Now, here is Harden. D right on him.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Now, let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for Seth Curry. Now, here's Milton. And he uses the glass on the layup.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now, here's Milton. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Irving. Good on the shot. 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Maxey, no good. Nets trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Back to Irving. No good from outside. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. Maxey passes to Simmons. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nets trail by 17. Harden with it. Tips it up, and Green is right there. Green's got his first basket.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by KD. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. Jumps up. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And they pick up 2. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Harden finds Green. And Embiid with the block. And he gets it back. He gets it in there. The 76ers leading by 15. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And it's Simmons. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. KD with the bucket.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance, even amidst getting knocked around.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. Pulls up on the elbow. Again, Philadelphia.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
On the wing, Harris. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
And the 76ers with some changes. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor. But inside is where he can really utilize that size.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Simmons. No good from Irving. And it's Curry with the ball. Bringing it up for the Philadelphia. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
3-pointer by Embiid. Again, Embiid missing. Nets trail by 19. Here's Irving. Off target at the rim.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joel Embiid.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
Outside Curry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Irving. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Outside Curry. To the left side wing. Ferguson for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Johnson. That one off the back iron and out. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't go. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Season with the
Terrific. David, thanks. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, they've got Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Middleton. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Here's Giannis.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Jordan. Harden outside. Clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Buries the easy one.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Outside Durant. Here's Jordan. And the layup falls.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Holiday against Irving. Fires from 14. And too long on the shot.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Middleton looking it over. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Wants to get it to Irving and does. So they take the lead.
You know, Harris has a really good all-around game, and I've been most impressed by his passing.
And here's Holiday. Inside. Pulls it up. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Irving dishes to Jordan, and the layup's good off the glass.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Outside Holiday. And it's blocked by Jordan. Durant down low, covered by Giannis.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jeff Green is checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for James Harden. And it's Brown in for Irving. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. And that one's good, Shamet.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Nice shot by Portis.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Brown. Jordan the pass to Brown. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Shamet. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Over Green. Here's Portis. Pass to DiVincenzo. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooklyn leading by 5. Luwawu, the pass to Brown. There's the feed to Jordan. To the left wing. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Brown. With 2 seconds left. And that one is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Portis, and it's Augustine in at the point guard. Craig passes to Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer Augustine. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experience, calming effect veteran he is.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Harden comes in for Landry Shamet. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for DJ Augustine. Green against Portis. Nets leading by 5. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green passes to KD. No one covering. KD's got 6.
Focus, intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he catches the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. And that one, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Middleton. They're running. A pull-up. And Irving pulls it down. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. Here's Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Lopez is checked in.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Craig kicks to Forbes. And the pass to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Harden outside. Durant for three. And Lopez pulls it down. The Bucks trail. Middleton drives in. They now take the lead. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
And on the way from Irving for three. Here's Milwaukee now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Holiday, the pass to Craig. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. The wide open look for Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Holiday looking over the floor. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Harden the pass to Green. Durant kicks to Harden. Back to KD. Fires for three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Landry Shamet comes in for James Harden. And it's Brown in for Irving. The Bucks also changing it up. Pat Connaughton comes in for Torrey Craig. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. And now a 4-point Milwaukee lead. High post, KD. Lopez is there. And it's Shamet missing. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. DiVincenzo with it. Feeds to Giannis. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Durant with the steal. Here's Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Those long arms of Durant helping on the break there. KD still got it all started there.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks lead.
Kevin, thanks. Chris, how did...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. If you look at Antetokounmpo, really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Just 5 on the clock. Middleton drives in, and Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Harden outside, and here's KD for three. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Here's Giannis.
Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this. Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Down low. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. And the foul on Joe Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Luwawu-Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside Irving. Back to Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got 11 points. Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's Forbes, and the rejection by Harden. And he makes that one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Harden kicks to Durant. Off target with his 3.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
You know, Forbes is slight of frame, guys, but deceptively strong. He can finish through contact if he has to.
Brooklyn making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Landry Shamet comes in for James Harden. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. The Bucks also changing it up. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And a wide open look for Portis. And the 3 off target. For Brooklyn, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Shamet the pass to Green. 1:11 left here in the 3rd quarter. And stolen by Portis. Middleton drives in. Pass to Connaughton. The shot misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way. To the inside. Shamet. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Shamet kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. 3-pointer. Connects from 3-point range. Luwawu's got 7. 3rd quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Connaughton. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Landry Shamet. And then for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Torrey Craig comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Augustine. Here's Connaughton. The shot, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Brook Lopez is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Harden surveying the D. Back to Green. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Connaughton. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And here's Harris from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Lopez. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. The layup missed.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
From deep, Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Brown finds Green. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And the Bucks miss again. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Jordan, the pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Harden on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Connaughton's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Durant's checked in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Brown. Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Pat Connaughton.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Outside Irving. Drains the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 1.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes.
Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Harden. And to Kumbo.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. The rebound by KD. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's Giannis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. KD's leading the charge.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles him.
1:03 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Holiday, and Jordan sends it back. Back to KD. Harden outside. Six on the shot clock. He kicks to Jordan. Over Lopez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
24 seconds left in the game. Middleton outside. From downtown, the three won't fall. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And no good. Durant kicks to Harden. There's the triple. No good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony Clark. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations and...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
First quarter, just over a minute played. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Simmons inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. No good from Simmons. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And here are the 76ers now. Here's Green. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Surprising the defense. I think Green puts the ball on the floor and drives and finishes.
DiVincenzo against Simmons. Count the basket. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 3-point lead. Curry deciding where to go with it. Pulls up. High post. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Shot from 6. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here is Simmons. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Toronto.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Here's DiVincenzo after Ben Simmons' bucket. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Augustine comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Now here's Giannis. He had 37 points in the win against Minnesota.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. On to Kumbo. Nobody back for the finish. And on to Kumbo. Slams it in.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Embiid is right there.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Here's Milton. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Here's Maxey. Basket good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. 76ers ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got DJ Augustine. Brook Lopez is out there with Portis, and it's Craig in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Maxey. To the paint, here's Howard. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Maxey. And it's Thibault in the corner. And no good that time. Good D by Lopez. And there's the call on Matisse Thibault. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Bryn Forbes comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Augustine. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thibault. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Here's DiVincenzo. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Out to the right wing. Here's Craig. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Goes up on the wing. The shot by Curry, no good. Bucks trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Craig. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it goes down 2 points. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Kept alive.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Here is Forbes. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
So it's the Bucks now. 76ers getting the bucket. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Connaughton. And the shot goes down. Connaughton's got his first bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Right side Curry. There's the pass to Green. Outside Simmons. Curry with it. Lets it fly from 18. And staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Connaughton. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Pass to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. Scooped up. Portis, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
The hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Yep, that one goes in there. Korkmaz has got his first 2 points. No good, shot missing. And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a brute. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Philadelphia leading by 7. Simmons looking it over. Embiid passes it to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
The shot's good.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Now, here's Maxey. Milton the pass to Maxey. On the wing, Green. Milton in the corner. It's stolen by the Tecumbo. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Knocked away. Out on his own on the break. Pushing it up. And onto Tecumbo. Slams it in.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
On the wing, Green. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Embiid, the pass to Green. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Pass to Craig. Middleton outside. 1:27 left here in the third quarter. Here's Connaughton. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The pass to Korkmaz. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Pass to Craig. Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Second chance shot. And Antetokounmpo lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And here comes Augustine late in the fast break. And 2 shots coming up at the line as it gets. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Passes it to Augustine. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And to Tacumbo. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Augustine in the corner. Pass to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Middleton kicks to Augustine. Kicks it out to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Augustine. Then for the 76ers, Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Forbes. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Harris passes to Maxey. Harris, right side. The pass to Thibault. He dishes it to Embiid. Clock at 4, and the wide open shot from Green. It's good from long range. And the 76ers lead by 13. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. That one no good. Some solid defense from Harris. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Lopez against Embiid. Here's Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Well, not known for his passing, but Harris is pretty prudent there with the ball. Not a lot of careless turnovers from him.
DiVincenzo against Green. Lopez left side. From 15 feet away, he can't hit that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Embiid. Misses off the left iron.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee.
Who's got Simmons?
Simmons with it. Lopez is there. Passes it to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Curry with another miss. Ball going up court. From deep three-point range, off the mark. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Hop into my team in NBA 2K21 and use Streamcast to catch all the action. You won't want to miss it. Now, take it away, 2KMC.
The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business. A look from earlier as they arrived at the and with pregame routine.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Kenny, just look at this roster. Brooklyn full of stars. There have been some very high aspirations for this team, maybe as much as any, in the near future.
Yeah, well, they handed out a pair of max contracts at Irving and Durant.
Right.
And then they still had a solid nucleus and core. They're trying to win titles over the next few seasons.
It's going to be interesting to see if Kevin Durant gets all the way back. There's not a lot of history of guys in their 30s rupturing the Achilles, getting back to that level. Remember, this guy wasn't just a great player. He was an all-time great.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Brown in at the small forward. The drive by... Oh, goodness! Where did that come from? Oh, that was beautiful.
What a punch. A big personality with the game to match. Joel Embiid. Kenny, how would you compare him to your former teammate, Hakeem Olajuwon?
A lot of similarities in skill and mobility and their size. They both intimidate. I think that in every category, if Embiid is a 7 or 8, Hakeem was a 9 or a 10. So it's not far off, but he was just better in every category.
Because he was such a technician, everything was so crisp and moves were so orchestrated.
I think that, I don't know Joel, but I think overall, just the overall mental approach to the game that Hakeem had allowed him to play at that level.
I think the thing that separates, Joel's a lot bigger. Hakeem is a legit 6'10". Joel's a legit 7'2". The difference, though, for me is Hakeem was the quickest center I've ever seen. He was, his quickness, you just don't see at that position. That's the thing that made, because everything he did was just a step faster. So that's why he goes from that 8 to that 9 or 10. Really just
Are you kidding me? Securing his spot on the highlight reel. Harden gets creative on a monster slam.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greats in NBA history. Jet, what do you have him ranked among all-time scorers?
Oof, he's got to be in the top 3. I don't think we've seen a guy like him. Yeah,
top 3.
Yeah, his ability to score with the easiness of his scoring. Like LeBron will be a top scorer of all time, but he doesn't score as easy as Kevin Durant.
Well, he doesn't have the jump shot. Like, we've never seen a guy at 7 feet. Because even Dirk was a 7-footer who could really shoot.
Yeah.
But Dirk couldn't break you down. He wouldn't be shooting step-back threes and all the stuff. He didn't have the
Kevin Durant took Dirk's move and said, I could do it too.
Yeah.
Did the one-legged.
Then who's also in that conference? He said 3.
Easiest scorers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He scored easily. And Will Chamberlain would be easily.
Yeah, Michael will be up in there.
And Michael.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Pass to Green, back to Irving. Outside, Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. No good from Irving.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Hilton the pass to Howard. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging about 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The 76ers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And it's Thibault in the corner. Inside, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that rhythm back.
Jordan finds Shamet. Now the pass to Llewellyn. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. To the inside. And Howard with the stuff.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Irving looking over the floor. Jeff Green on the wing. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Irving missing. Here's Maxey. Makes it off the glass. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And Luwawu gets it to go. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Brooklyn.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
We've got Harden. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Kenny, you watched the NBA for so long. What are some things you find that make successful front offices in this league?
You can't be lazy. You got to get on the road.
Guys aren't lazy.
There's some guys there, I'm telling you. You can't be lazy. You got to be on that road. You have to understand. It's easy to see kids at Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. But have you gone to Europe, or yourself as a general manager? Have you gone in the mid-major level and been at games when there's only 1,500 in the stands, but there's Paul George playing? Like, have you found him? That's not lazy.
And the thing, he's calling lazy, honestly, is being complacent. And the other thing you got to be, quite frankly, you got to get lucky. You know, you got to get a Kawhi, and you got to get a Giannis, or you got to get a superstar caliber player that allows you to build around. Otherwise, man, it's going to be a challenge.
Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz, and Curry subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Kicks it out to Harden. Brown against Green. Back to Harden. Down low. Simmons gets a hand on it.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Green passes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
The show of athleticism and power from Harden. Love it.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Simmons looking around. It's Curry outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Embiid with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Milton's checked in.
You just can't foul Harris there because he's almost automatic from the line.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Embiid, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here at the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And Clark, has there ever been a smoother transition from on-court star to broadcast mainstay than what we've seen and heard with Kenny Smith?
Very much like his game, Kenny Smith smoothly stepping from the court to the broadcast booth. And, you know, he's been fantastic in his role with the NBA as a broadcaster. And, you know, he's been part of the NBA family for decades now. And he's done it at a high level.
Mark Miles, he's checked in for the 76ers. Nets trail by 6. 52 seconds left now here in the second.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Here's Embiid. That misses off the backboard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And Harden comes to help. Stolen by Harden. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Timeout.
Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Landry Shamet's checked in for James Harden. Then for the 76ers, Howard comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Here's Shamet. A miss that time would have put him up. Tie game in Brooklyn. And now let's catch up with David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. And joining us once again after his valiant attempt at live action analysis. And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. Clock at 6. Harden the pass to Brown. Great tee that time from Green.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. When Green's on the court, you can't lose him because he's just too dangerous as a shooter.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
In that game against the Spurs, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Here's Simmons. He's got 12. Count that bucket. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
And, you know, guys, we know Simmons most enjoys getting others involved, but he's showing you he can have huge nights himself as well.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Jordan trying to free himself up, and Luwawu gets it to go.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 7 points for Joel Embiid.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Curry wide open. Off target with his 3.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter. Nets trail by 7. Harden the pass to Jordan, to the middle. Irving dishes to Jordan. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Outside Irving. Green finds Shamet. Left side Jordan. From 10 feet out. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Shamet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz checked in for Joel Embiid. And Maxey subbed in for Curry.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass. Maxey's got 6 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And it's Green missing. Here's Korkmaz. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Brown out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Green, and it's Shamet in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
Boy, beautiful dime there by Kyrie. We've seen him improve as a passer since he's been in the league.
To the inside. Here's Howard. Banked in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Brown finds Green from the arc. And it's Brown missing. Philadelphia leading by 14. Pass to Milton. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Brown inside, defended by Thibault. And up the floor again, the 76ers running the floor. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Nets trail by 18. And that one, good.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Now, here's Maxey, covered by Irving. And that one's good, Maxey. Maxey's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's stolen by Milton. Fast break, Philadelphia. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Free throw good, Maxey. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Harris. And James Harden has subbed in for Landry Shamet. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Matisse Thybulle.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Curry way outside. The 76ers with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Green finds Harden. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ben Simmons.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's stolen by Harris. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Curry outside. Cans it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 20.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Outside, Simmons. Three-pointer. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
episode of 2K TV Interactive is presented by HBO Max.
That's a look at our setting tonight. How it's ended out today.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League.
DA, thanks a lot. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Brown. Harris is out there with Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be DeAndre Jordan shooting. It goes on Chris Middleton. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And the dunk by Giannis.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now here's Harden. 29 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Irving dishes to Brown. Harden the pass to Brown. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Middleton outside. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Off target from 3-point range. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. Harden the pass to Irving. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. James Harden, number 1.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
Middleton for 3. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Giannis, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Ahead. Irving's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And here's Giannis. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Harden the pass to Green. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Luwawu is checked in for Harris.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Irving passes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. It's Giannis with the drive, and that one is good. He's got 8.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Harden outside. Green, and he banks in the layup.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Antetokounmpo out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's DJ Augustine, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And it's Shamet missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Green passes to Brown. 4 on the shot clock. Jordan's shot is off.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
The Bucks working the ball around, and he comes up with the deuce.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Back to Green. In the corner, Shamet with it. Pass to Jordan. Shamet on the wing. Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his third bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. Antetokounmpo's got 17.
They are just killing him on the interior.
To the paint. Jordan kicks to Shamet. To the left wing. Here's Luwawu. They get it back. Another shot on the wing. Green. No good from outside. Bucks have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
.152 left in the first half of the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
They get a hand on it. And it's the Bucks on the break. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Forbes. Come on. No good with the triple. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Timberwolves.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Harden. Feeds it to Green. Stolen by Middleton. One-on-one here. Here's Giannis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
The Bucks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Irving finds Harris with 1 on the clock.
Well, you love the hustle that Brook Lopez plays with on the defensive end. He may not be the quickest guy.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 20. And that'll do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy is done.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Here's Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 5 now.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Irving dishes to Harden. Back to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Antetokounmpo against Harris. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And Jordan has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee leading by 6. The drive by Giannis. And they pick up 2. Giannis has got 34 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's tipped and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Poked away. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lays it up and banks it in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this team.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Missed inside. Here's Shamet. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Nets trail by 6. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for Brown. Basket counts.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Craig passes to Connaughton. And it's Shamet with the rebound. And here are the Nets. Big stretch here going 10-2. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive. but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Portis, that one goes in, and the Bucks lead by 4.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Right side, Green. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Jeff Green.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. This game's still up for grabs. He told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Misses from close range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Irving passes to Jordan. Will not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. Here's Giannis. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Brooklyn called for the foul. Timeout called the Nets. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Harden with it. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Green.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's the break. On up the court. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. The Nets also changing it up. Joe Harris is checked in for Green, and it's Bruce Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-4 run right now. No good from Irving. Bucks trail by 9. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. And the rejection by Harden. There's the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Good on both. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan, the pass to Irving, launches a 3, and Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. All the officials are all over that one.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. He's perfect from the line this time.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
In the corner, it's Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Brown finds Irving. On the wing, Brown. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Middleton, and he drops it in from the low post. Middleton's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Back to Harris, and the pass to Jordan from outside the arc. Harris's shot is off.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land. And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Harden dishes to Irving. Harden kicks to Irving. Nails the tray.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis. And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Green against Antetokounmpo. And then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan. And it's a tie ball game.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
It's stolen by Brown. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
show, Will is originally from Philadelphia. Which of these NBA All-Stars is also from Philadelphia?
Was it Doc Rivers, Scottie Pippen, LeBron James, or Allen Iverson?
If you
And as they...
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 slot.
Well, you love to see the big fella run the floor and finish on the fast break. Embiid showing the hustle.
Here's Giannis. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And we've seen Giannis elevate his scoring ability over time. Great bucket there.
Al Simmons. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, man, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Now here's Embiid. Following the miss by Giannis. Can't hit from in close. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, wow!
Nice!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Simmons passes to Embiid, and yes, it's good. Embiid's got his second basket.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers trail. And Simmons slams it in.
Demonstrating how fast he is. Simmons enjoys going up to hammer home the alley-oop.
Simmons against DiVincenzo, and it's blocked by Simmons. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Middleton inside the three-point line. And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. Over Milton. No good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Embiid dishes to Howard. That one falls.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. High post try, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Connaughton passes to Middleton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Now, here's Maxey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Connaughton. A shot, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers ahead. They're earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
I think the underdog story, started when I was...
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with Portis. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Craig in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. Off the inbound, and Antetokounmpo slams it in. So it's Philadelphia now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. And here's Maxey. No points in the game yet for him. 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Jumps up and slam dunk by Maxey.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. Passes to Augustine. Kicks it out to Giannis. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Embiid against Giannis. Here's Howard. Embiid trying to break loose. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
That's just an athletic, strong, big man. It's hard to guard Howard, given how powerful he is.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. He also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up. What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He works so hard for the second chance opportunities.
And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And stolen by Portis. Craig passes to DiVincenzo. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Outside, Green. Curry on the wing. Goes up at the stripe. Forbes with the rebound.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
It's good on the putback. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Harris, and Curry has it in the corner. And here is Simmons. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Giannis against Simmons. Goes back up. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo against Curry. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Left side, Curry. The pass to Howard. He dishes it to Green. Pass to Curry. All sorts of time. The rebound by the Bucks. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and good that time. 14 points for Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Simmons, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Howard dishes to Simmons. Outside, Green. Simmons inside. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Got to have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, and that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Embiid against Lopez. Over Embiid. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry kicks to Harris. Up top, Simmons. Defended by DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Simmons. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
The drive by Green. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. The Bucks getting another chance here. DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. And to Kumbo inside. Working on Green. Off target from the baseline. Puts it up from 15. Curry can't get it to go.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 starts in the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
In attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Korkmaz checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Augustine comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Thybulle, the pass to Korkmaz, uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Passes it to Korkmaz. And here is Milton. Thybulle with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Embiid, no good. Bucks trail by 9. Middleton the pass to Giannis. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
And now Philadelphia on the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Look, I love to see more of this from Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
Augustine with the steal. Stolen. And now the 76ers on the break. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Here's Giannis. Good D by Embiid.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Augustine passes to Giannis. Now Augustine. 1 second left. And so it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Wilson. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Craig in at the small forward.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Simmons against Augustine. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's just the sheer strength of Simmons. You want to try to tie him down? He's going to fight hard for every bucket.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And it's Connaughton missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And stolen by Simmons. Curry with a wide open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 20. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
A free throw drops for Augustine. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for DJ Wilson. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Torrey Craig. Simmons passes to Green. Outside Curry. No good on the three.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Simmons against Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
Curry fires from way outside. That one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Curry on the wing. From 18 feet away, count it. Curry's got 4 this quarter. Bucks trail by 18. Giannis outside. And stolen by Simmons. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Embiid dishes to Simmons. Curry way outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
And that one is hammered home.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
They get it back. Harris passes to Embiid. They kick it out to Green. It's Curry outside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Now, that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Here's Giannis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a